In this video, we got a brand new cheapo crawler and we compare it against something a lot more expensive. Do you want to get rich quick? Then buy a lottery ticket and hope for the best. If you want to get rich for sure, you have to provide either a product or service of value. I've spent the past 10 years of my life trying many different ways of making money online. And by far, the quickest and easiest way that I have found is by selling on eBay. And I've helped hundreds of people make thousands of dollars every single month. So if you want more money so you can buy more toys, buy a nice house, or quit that dreaded 9 till 5, then click the link down below and I'll show you how. Guys, in this video I've got a brand new crawler. It's cheap and it may well be the best cheapo crawler that I've ever had. So in this video we're going to take a look and find out. Also, coming up soon, we're going to drop this RC car from a drone all the way up and see if it can survive. Also, we're going to be putting saw blades onto a couple of RC cars as wheels and then have like a death match. Can you imagine that going for a lipo? So make sure you subscribe and smash the bell so you don't miss any of it. Oh, and give us a thumbs up or dislike, whatever you want to do, it all helps. Oh, and also I've got this 4-stroke engine that I'm installing into this crawler. So I'm not fully sure yet at the height of the engine, but somebody said, rather than having the engine too low, why don't I cut out a little slot in the hood or the bonnet here so that this top piece can poke out? And I think that might be a very good idea. Anywho, enough waffle, let's crack it open. Oh, did I mention? Subscribe. Oh man, just check this thing out. It looks absolutely epic. All right, quick montage. So at a first glance, it looks absolutely epic. The first thing that I've noticed is that it's got a fair bit of weight behind it. And most of the weight is fairly low down, so that should make it really good off-road. Also, another thing that I've noticed is that it's got a whole load of suspension travel. Check that out. Look how much flex that's got. It's got a little bit of detail inside the cab. It's got a metal bumper on the front here. Space for a winch by the looks of it. The only downside that I can see so far is that, considering all the detail on the rest of it, the front end is maybe a little bit too D-y. But there's probably no reason why you couldn't fit in some proper lights in there and make it a lot more realistic if you wanted to. Anywho, let's have a quick look to see what's inside. So we have the motor and servo up front, going into the main transmission, and then from the main transmission we're coming down into the transfer box in the centre, and then from the transfer box in the centre it's got the 2 drive shafts driving the front and rear axle. So locks, differentials, front and rear. It comes with a battery, charger, handset, everything that you need to get it to run, but you do need to supply 4 AA batteries for the controller. The suspension on this feels lovely and smooth. Tyres, loads of squishiness, and they really do feel like they're going to be good off-road. We have different shock mounting positions. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you with all the techno babble, but there's going to be a link down below where you can get this car from, where you can get all the specifications, all that stuff, and it's also pretty cheap, so have a look, see what you think. I've actually been very impressed with RGT over the past few months. So one of the other ones that I've recently reviewed is this one here. This actually at the moment is my favourite cheap crawler so far. It performs very similar to an Enduro. And an Enduro is actually one of the most capable crawlers out there at the moment. So if we compare the two, they are pretty much on the same platform. The same chassis, same motor, same servos, same batteries, pretty much the same truck. Just this one here is a slightly shorter wheelbase. It's got a lot less sticking out of the back if you ignore the tyre, because you could take that off. But anyway, you've probably had enough of me waffling, so let's charge it up and then take it out for a blast. And to charge it up, you plug that into there and that into there. Oh look, I've just noticed it's actually got headlights tucked in inside the bumper. All right, there we go, all charged up, battery in, steering. Plenty of speed and power for a crawler. Yeah, nice and controlled on the throttle too. Yeah, plenty quick enough for a crawler. We've also got instant reverse, watch. So next, let's try a hill climb. We're sitting at 46 degrees. Yes, and it does it. With that instant reverse, we can do little wheelies. And then save it if we go too far. So next, let's try the same thing with my Traxxas TRX4. So this one here is probably at the pinnacle of a scale crawler. These are about as good as they get, and this one is also modified. So this one here, we're running a Castle Member X brushless system. We're running a 3S LiPo, an upgraded steering servo, steel axle houses, brass portal covers and steel wheels. So this is giving this a lot of low down weight. To build a rig the same as this would probably cost you around about $1,000. So if you compare the price to that, then this really is dirt cheap. And although I'm expecting this to do better, I think this thing's going to do pretty well too. I am, however, going to use this body because this body here is my shelf quitting body. Look at it, how nice it looks. I don't want to ruin it. Also, the TRX4 has a longer wheelbase, so the longer wheelbase should make it better on steep inclines. So there we go, still 46 degrees. And I'm guessing it's going to do it really easily. Yep, easy. All right, let's find the limit. So there we go, 55 degrees. Let's see how it does it. So there we go, we got roughly an extra 9 degrees of climbing ability on this one. But don't forget guys, this one's longer wheelbase, we've got all the low down weight. And also what I forgot to mention, inside here are some 2-stage foams that stops the tyres from deforming as much, which is also going to help it. And it's also going to help it a lot more on the side slope, which we're going to try out in a minute. But first, I want to remove this tyre just to keep it fair, because the TRX4 has a lower centre of gravity body fitted and also the tyre removed. This is the body that the TRX4 comes with. Look at that great big heavy tyre on the back and that heavy roof rack. So that's another advantage that we've got on this one here, that it hasn't got any roll cage on there, it's just a Lexan body. So not really a very fair test, I know, but it's still a good comparison just to see how something really cheap can compare with something really expensive and highly modified. Alright, here we go, 50 degrees. Only 5 degrees less than the highly modified TRX4. Well, I got up it a minute ago off camera. Typical now that I'm doing it on camera, it can't do it, but there we go. We are making it. So next here we have the side slope. It's starting off on 24 degrees. So let's see when they flop. Oh, 32 degrees. 36. Oh, so we got 30, 37 degrees, 37.5 degrees is where this one tips on. TRX4 still standing, so let's keep going until that one tips too. 40, 45 degrees. Oh, there we go, at 46 degrees, it tips. So definitely not a bad effort for the bog standard cheapo. So next, let's try a little obstacle course. Here we go, we got a car crush section. We've got my Traxxas Rustler that is in need of some TLC. We have the Traxxas XO1 100-mile-an-hour supercar. We have the VXR Blast and a Hobeo Hyper VS on the end. Now this one may have an advantage on this one because of the shorter wheelbase. It's going to make it less likely for it to get hung up. Loads of torque and very easily to do it controlled. Plus I'm doing it one-handed, look. Oh, and there we go, straight over. So next, let's try it with the TRX4. All right, there we go. I'm going to attempt to pick the exact same line. Oh, straight over for the TRX4 as well. There we go. I wonder if any of them can actually get straight up on top of the XO1. Probably not, but we can try. Oh! Oh, poor XO1. I really don't want to destroy the body. Oh! And it's done it! Next, we have the TRX4. And the TRX4 definitely has more bumper sticking out the front of it. Oh, but it still gets up there, no problem. Alright, we have to give it a little hop. TRX4 is a lot heavier. I don't want to slaughter the XO1. Ah! Oh. Alright, so I did do it. The more power definitely helped it. Can it get over the front? Probably easily. Oh. Stop moving, come back. Oh. Next, how can he get over axle twister? Look at all the articulation we got going on. Oh, we're stuck. Are we stuck? Look at that flex going on there, look. Oh, and we're through. Next, we have the mighty Traxxas TRX4. Oh no, we got it beat. Alright, second gear. Next, we have the staircase of doom. Ah. And we made it, kind of. TRX4. A little bit less controlled. It's the brushless motors making it not as controlled as the brushed motor in this one. So far, obviously the Traxxas TRX4 is a little bit more capable, but man, I'm impressed with this one here, I really am. So don't forget guys, there's a link down below where you can get this one from. I'm going to put a link to this one down below too if you want to know all the specification, where you can get all the parts for this from as well. So far it performed absolutely perfectly. I haven't really got anything bad to say about it other than the lack of sort of detail on the front grille here, and also the front windshield. It fell out a couple of times, but no big deal. You can clip it back in or just leave it out. And I want to take it out in the real world too, take it through some mud, take it to some crawler tracks. Let's see how it performs out there. I'm thinking it's going to do pretty damn well. So for my favourite cheap crawler, maybe it could be this one. Anyway, that is it for this video. So next I will see you over on one of these other videos in a minute.